another day. Tomorrow is a bank holiday in the UK to mark the 75th anniversary of VE Day, Victory in Europe. And I'm doing this today because tomorrow I don't really want to be doing anything. I don't want to interrupt any celebrations or whatever you're doing. We're talking about having garden parties in lockdown. Obviously a lot of social distancing applies, but the feeling is that we want to celebrate it even in lockdown. So bunting, the usual British stuff, we do this kind of thing quite well. But I just have this sense of what would our ancestors as they are now, who fought in the Second World War and fought oppression and fascism and dictatorship, and what would they make of this, and what messages would they be giving to us now if they were given the chance to speak. And as any medium would know, sometimes you feel that you are a spokesman for the spirit world. In fact, you are a spokesman. We do as much work to satisfy the spirit as we do the humans. And we work for spirit. Spirit are our guidance. And I feel really emotional today. And I feel that there is a spirit need to speak. And the thoughts that are going through my mind are the messages that they would give to us in our current situation. And, the thoughts that would they look at us and think that what they fought for their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, because of course most of the people now are not with us. It's only the sort of old, if you like, that are still surviving. So they fought for freedom and this better future. And maybe they look at it and think, well, you had a good life. You cracked on with it. Now you're paying for it a little bit. So maybe you had too much of a good life, too much of a good thing. My granddad fought in the war. Never spoke about it, and as most soldiers didn't. They came back, they got on with their families, they didn't tell their experiences, they didn't talk about it. I know he fought in North Africa, I know he chased Rommel back with Monty and a lot of other soldiers as well. But he chased him back into Italy, fought in the Battle of Monte Cassino. But never really spoke about it. And I can imagine him and others saying, we fought fascism and tyranny and oppression, and we didn't fight it so that all you British people would now be feeling oppressed and in your own homes, prisoners in your own country. I can't believe you've fallen for giving away your human rights as cheaply as you have. But then there is another stronger, more powerful side where the soldiers of yesterday are stood beside us because they know what it's like to be in a situation where liberty and freedom is at risk and has been taken away. They've been through it, they lived through it, and they're now stood behind us, and they are giving us that strength to say, look, this is what we have to do. There are times when we have to give service to humanity to come through these difficult times, and we have to progress and come out of this stronger. And we're with you. We'll never forget you. We're with you. We fought for it so that you could get to this stage. And now at this stage you feel the same in some ways, but we're with you. We will give you that strength. We'll go with you. But there's also a strong feeling today, and I know I'm rambling a bit, and I just feel that my thoughts are coming through, and also the thought that again, sometimes a little bit of anger that you abandoned your people and let them die alone, and society has left them alone, to suffer alone, to die alone. How could you do this as a society? But then there's another empathic side that comes through, and what those spirits are saying to me is, we took care of them. So we took them back to spirit, we took them back to families, we took them back to love and the loved ones. So while your society would have appeared to have abandoned them and left them to die, we took them. We cared for them. We looked after them. They were never alone. We took them back with us. So we will come out of this stronger, like we have done before. And we will build up an immunity, not only to the virus, but an immunity against oppression and injustice of any kind. And we will build that better world. And spirit right behind us, their strength is undeniable.